All right, guys. So what we're going to do right now is I'd like to welcome you guys to my verbal presentation. And again, it's going to be how does physical factors influence different human behaviors? Environmental conditions, geographical location, physical health, nutrition, sleep quality. So with all of these attributes, especially with environmental conditions, temperature and weather can affect mood and energy levels, influencing social interactions. Geographical location, whether it be urban or rural areas, so it really shapes about where people are from and why they have the factors that determine what kind of behavior they have. You also got physical health and nutrition. Of course, that goes with if you do exercise, if you're eating good, and sleep quality. And of course, a lot of us don't get a lot of good sleep quality, but if you do get good sleep, it will give you some good behavior as far as your attitude and how you treat people. We're going to go ahead and go to my next slide here. All right. How personal and emotional factors cause different human behaviors. Emotions are distinct feelings or qualities of consciousness. So, a lot of times, most people are built by their emotions, and a lot of times, with emotions are built by how you were raised, what environment you in, and what you see. Even during the first 3 or 4 months of life, infants display behavioral reactions, especially when they want milk or they need their pamper changed or they just want to be picked up, kicking and screaming, things of that nature. So emotional factors start from when we're very, very young. All right. How life experience causes different human behaviors. Personality development is influenced by a combination of genetic factors, environmental influences, and individual life experiences. It's framed by psychologists, traits, and different cognitive theories. Temperament serves as a biological basis of personality, with early reactivity and self regulation playing crucial roles in shaping personality traits, which are further influenced by parenting and social factors. So, most times our personality is shaped by how we were raised. Again, the household, your mom, your dad, whether you were in a single parent household, single mother, or single dad. Also, personality is not static, it evolves over time through life experiences, which is very great because we learn from our experience, and our experience shapes us. Sometimes some of our personality traits are just natural for a lot of us, and then some of us are learned, and some of us come from how we get wear and tear over time. Now, how do psychological disorders affect the individual in the workplace as well as an effect with the co-workers? Understanding human behavior. One of the primary goals of the industrial organization is to study human behavior. If you've got a great working environment, you're probably going to have some great workers. For example, through research, studies, and surveys show that IQ psychologists have found that employees who feel valued by the organization are more likely to be productive and committed to their work. They also see that those that don't feel productive and don't feel wanted, they as well probably going to give you bad work. Another important area of focus for individual organizational psychologists is employee selection. So, the interview process, it shows a lot about what kind of job you're going to get and what kind of person you want on your team. Let's go to the next one. So, guys, in summary, we've looked at, from the whole project, we've looked at what is behavior, understanding basics, scientific definition of human behavior, how behavior differs from thoughts and emotions, why human behavior must be observed, major types of human behavior, innate versus learned human behavior, voluntary versus involuntary behavior, social versus individual behavior, adaptive versus maladaptive behavior, and of course, classical conditioning in humans, operating conditions, and human behavior. Observable learning in everyday life, biological and neurological influences. So, basically, in a nutshell, guys, we've been able to take a look at um, how environment and people affect what our human behavior is and how we adapt and how we handle environments. And without a shadow of a doubt, from this PowerPoint, you can see that the major influences for most of us are our environment, how we came up, and how we deal with people in different situations and different scenarios. Thank you guys so much for your time and have a great day.